We gotta get into it. Nicki Minaj at the UN, United Nations, talking nonsense, just like her man Trump. I guess pause. I don't know. Ayo. Not heterosexual Ayo, but it's goofy. She's supporting him. Is it because she's coming at Cardi B for supporting Kamala Harris? Is that like sideways feuding? Is that like, you were going after that candidate, so I'm going after this one? Anyway, the whole matter is about Nigerian Christians, and that's the thing. It's not Nigerians. Trump could give a damn about Nigerians. He can give a goddamn about Nigerians. He cares about Nigerian Christians. He has to make emphasis. He has to put emphasis on the Christian element. The fact that they are followers of Christ and his teachings. Not just the fact that they're Nigerians. What I got to do with Nigerians? What am I going to do with them? Oh, they're Christians? Oh, I can make this a political point. And so Nicki Minaj is basically backing him, taking all his points and thrusting them onto the world stage by presenting in front of the UN, which is a completely corrupt organization to begin with, because it equivocates different nations like North Korea and the United States, or is Israel and Iran. So it kind of just goes back and forth like that. It doesn't have a solid basis for its own existence, I would say. But Nicki Minaj doesn't know anything about that. She has no clue what geopolitical stances that she should make. She's used to weird outfits and hairstyles and pretty good bars. I mean, if she's written her own bars, I mean, they're pretty strong. She's a good rapper. She's a great rapper. She's actually one of the best female rappers. She's in my top 5. But that's what she should stick to, I think. I think she should stick to the rapping and not so much the politicking. She should stick to, going to, and she's like making it a point to say, I'm an advocate and I'm behind people that want to choose their own beliefs. What about people that don't have beliefs, like myself? Does she care about atheists too? Or is it just people that believe in the unknown and unknowable? What is the case? What is the reason behind that? I would like to know. So I was just reading different posts. I watched her speech, and it just seems to me, excuse me, that she is she's a bit of a dingbat. She's a bit of a dingbat. She doesn't know what she's talking about. She's spouting all these different things, not facts. There's no facts. There's zero facts. What Trump is talking about and what she's talking about. There's zero, no facts as to what they're saying about the atrocities going on. There's like saying that there's churches are being burned, people are being killed, and everything like that. That might happen a bit. That might have happened somewhere, at some time in Nigeria, but it's not the grand scale of things going on in Nigeria. Nigeria is actually a forward-looking country in Africa. I think it's the richest country. You can quote me. You can correct me on that if I'm wrong. But it has some of the greatest movie studios. It's very popular for they call it Nollywood, Nigeria's Hollywood. It just rubbed me the wrong way what Nicki Minaj was saying. It took me a while to try to figure out what she was talking about, because I'm like, what are you saying? What are your data? Where are your facts? Where is your information? What do you have to stand on? What can you say? I even wrote a piece about it. I said, what if she goes and gets informed by objectivism, the philosophy of Ayn Rand? That would be amazing. That would be extraordinary. See a rapper talk about Ayn Rand in a positive light. Talk about Atlas Shrugged and the Fountainhead and all of Ayn Rand's works. That would be awesome. Doesn't seem like it'll be happening anytime soon, but hey, you'll never know. There's some kid working on a rhyme right now about objectivism, so that would be really cool. But so it just hit me. My sister actually sent me the message via Instagram, and it just really it just fell down on my head, really fast. It was really quick. Blue Post. Hello, Blue Post. I'm not the Brad. Hey, hi. And Ramzone Leos. Hello, everyone. Hello, out there in broadcast land. And to all those in rebroadcast land, salute to you for seeing this video not live. But yeah, thank you for coming in. Make sure you tell about 1,200 people that I'm here. Get on your Snapchats and your TikToks and your X feeds and your Facebooks. Get on all that and let them know that Skylar Saunders is live right now. So, it's just something to grow with. It's just something to grow with. It's serious and playful at the same time. It's like you taking her, her whole style and making it something else. That is, the definition of, what's it called? I had it in my head. What is it? It's the definition of, of I guess celebrity, for lack of a better term. It's celebrity. It's like George Clooney telling, or not telling, but just saying in an op-ed for Biden to step down and stuff like that. Who is George Clooney? Who is following George Clooney that closely? Oh yeah. Oh, George Clooney said he should step down. He's on his politics. He's somebody to listen to politically. Like what? I mean, and these aren't the first. They're not. It's been going on since way back, going decades back. To the 19th century even, but the 20th century you had JFK and the Rat Pack and stuff like that. And Marilyn Monroe and all that together. And of course Ronald Reagan was an actor. So, and you have Donald Trump, an actor and a reality TV show host. It's it's the same kind of idea. It's the same thing. It's all, they always say government or politics is just celebrity or Hollywood for ugly people. There's some truth to that, but it still stings, I think, for a lot of people to realize that, just to say that. But Nicki's not bad looking. Nicki's, she's kind of cute. She's a cute chick. She's not bad. She looks all right. Her nose is a little crazy, but happens. Like my nephew used to say, happens. But anyway, it's just, it's crazy. Okay, bro, bye. Good luck. Good lack. Okay, good lack. That's the funniest thing. People come in and they say hi, hello, and then they just leave really quickly. It's funny. It's the weirdest thing. So strange, but that's all right. So I think with Nicki Minaj being, the elder stateswoman, for the hip hop community, she's not representing much of the hip hop community. The hip hop community does not like Donald Trump. But I don't know who voted for him. I mean, allegedly, he had songs from when he was 45. Now he's 47. But they had, FTD, FDT, F Donald Trump. F Donald Trump. That was YG. And that was like in what, 2017, something like that, right after the election. But yeah. So Nicki Minaj is, I have to give her credit. At least she's standing on business. No, I did not. My emails is crazy. I have to call them. I have to call Apple because my email is just crazy. I have no idea. Hold on. Let me check. Let me see something what I can do. Let me see something. I'm gonna check my. Salute to you, Wizard. By the way, I have like 400. It's like 350 freaking messages. It's crazy. Yeah, this is real crazy. This is wild. I'm looking for it, sir. Trust me. Alright, I don't see it. Oh, wait a minute. Here it is. I got you. Alright, I will see about that. Yeah, Tupac died broke. I saw that. I see that now. I see that now. You must have just sent that. Yeah, you just sent that few almost over an hour ago. I got you. I will see. I will see that. I will see that. I will see about that. I will see about that. Definitely. I would look for up that. I knew that. I knew that from Mr. Troy Star Terrain. He said that Tupac didn't have any money when he died. He was flat broke. He was flashy. He was jiggy. He was rolling in Benzes, not Benzes, Beamers. He got shot and killed in a Beamer. But that was Suge Knight's car, I think. So it wasn't even like it was his car. Um, he was styling and profiling. He had the gold chains on and all that fly fancy nigger ish. But other than that, he was indigent. All right, we're gonna talk about Pac. We're gonna talk about Pac. I'll get to Pac, Wizard. We're gonna talk about Pac, but I gotta finish up with Nicki Minaj. We'll talk about Pac. We'll talk about that. Just give me a minute. Just give me some time. Bryson Walker, hi. Salute to you. Thank you for coming in. I don't know, and let's not talk about him right now, Wizard. So Nicki. I bees in the trap. I bees in the trap. Probably her worst song ever. I hate that song. I said Nicki. I bees in the trap. Nicki is a horrible person. What's going on with you, Frank Jones? What's going on with you? Say hi. How are you? Tell about 3,000 people to come into this live. Then we might be, then I might show you how what's going on with me. Trying to get these dollars. That's what I'm trying to do. Trying to get these subscriptions, trying to get these views. My numbers are up all over the place. My numbers on Vocal are up. My numbers on YouTube are up. I'm gonna test and see what TikTok is about. I think that's gonna be a loser, but who knows? It could be a winner. I don't know. I don't know yet. She can't sing. Starship is her. Yeah, well, I don't really count that as a song too much, as one of her rap songs. She's singing primarily on that. Starship. She even hates that song. She refuses to perform that song, even with requests. People will walk out of the show if they don't hear her say, "Starships were meant to fly." No, I can't sing and she can't sing either. So, but she tries her best. She's got a lot of studio help. She's a studio singer. Like most of these people. Now it's AI, so AI singers are now the hotness. Yeah, that sounds like a Katy Perry song. Minus the rapping part, that does sound like a Katy Perry song. She could probably sing her way through the rapping though. She could probably sing song kind of like the rapping, kind of like how Nicki Minaj does anyway. Did Trump cut the check? I don't know. That's a good question. Very good point, Wizard. Did Trump cut the check? Did he say, Nicki, can I come? Can I tell you? You're beautiful. You're beautiful. Okay? I'm just saying, I'm going to put you up there at the UN. And what you're going to do is so beautiful, so wonderful. It's going to be great. I'm going to give you a check. I'm going to give you a big, huge check, a beautiful, big check. It's going to be wonderful. It's going to be great. I can see it now. You're going to be a star on the UN stage. Talk about Nigerian Christians. It's going to be wonderful. It's going to be great. That's my terrible impression of Donald Trump, of course. Did you see that video of Trump showing the new renovation in the White House? No, I did not. I did not see that yet. I did not see that. I will, one day, pretty soon. Probably right after this post. I'll get to it. But Nicki has no idea what she's talking about, just like Trump has no idea what he's talking about regarding Christians in Nigeria. I mean, he just pinpointed just random spots, I think, in Africa and said, what's going on there? Oh, that's not, are they attacking Christians, though? Okay, are they black? All right, so they're Nigerian Christians. I'm not gonna say black Christians. I'll just say Nigerian Christians because they're in Nigeria. I'm not gonna do this. I'm not even gonna do his the stick. I'm not even gonna do the impression of him. But that's what he said probably essentially. Nicki has no identity anymore. She's spineless and mindless. I completely agree. Completely agree. She is nothing. She's a nothing. I think she should take. I wrote in the story that she should stick to writing rhymes and counting her millions. She's sold millions of records. Don't get it twisted. She's accomplished. And critically too, she's one of the best rhyme spitters ever, to ever grace the mic. You know, I mean, a lot of people hate on her for her style, her dress, and even on the song Monster, people hate on her. My favorite writer living today, fiction writer living today, is Toure. He says she's terrible on that song. All her bars are lies. She's pull up to the something like Willy Wonka, something in the Tonka and all that fly fancy-ish. Wizard, Nicki has no. Oh, it's the same one. Okay, sometimes it looks like a different one pops up. I don't know why. But yeah. So she's dumb, dizzy, and a nitwit. She really is. She has no idea of who she is or what she's about and who she could be. She's completely lacking in the department of common sense. You don't go up to the UN when, like I said, one of the worst organizations in the world, and you go and you support what you back. You put your head wrap on, and you say, Master Trump, his show is gonna be a good man. Like what? Like she didn't say that literally, but she's in a mammy role. I'm calling Nicki Minaj a mammy. I'm saying it. She's a mammy. She's a mammy for Donald Trump. She's got the bonnet. She didn't wear a bonnet. I'm not saying this literally, but I'm just saying figuratively. She's got the bonnet on her head. She's got the tie around her neck. She's got the scrubbing pan. Oh yes, Master Trump is gonna save us all. Like that's what I got from her. She's one of the best now. Her career is on life support. I said she was over in 2018. I think it was 2018, 2017 or 2018. I said she was done. Her whole career is over. Of course, that didn't peter out, or that didn't pan out. I still got like 400 or 500 reads on that, but clickbait, kids, it's all great. That's why fishermen have bait. Why do you have bait? So you should get the fish, right? So I don't understand how that's a criticism. Why do people criticize people? Oh, it's just clickbait. That's just clickbait. Yeah, it's bait to get people to read or watch or whatever the case may be, or listen. That's the whole point. Yeah, so that's the whole point. That's the whole idea behind it. She's supposed to be that way. She's supposed to be, the mammy. Mammy. That's Nicki Minaj now. I'm no Trump supporter, and I respect some of the things he's done. Very few, like one or two things, in both administrations. He aided. Well, didn't he aid Jerusalem being the capital of Israel? Didn't he have a hand in that? That was a good look. Everything else is pretty much downhill. Now it's the first administration. I don't know about this administration. I can't think of one thing that's been vital or very promising for the United States of America. You have to be selfish. Who will be the next queen of rap? Trump oligarch. The next queen of rap is probably Doechii, to be honest with you. I don't know her songs. I don't know what she did at the Grammys last year or something like that. She's a force to be reckoned with. To use the cliche, she's a force to be reckoned with. Hey Brooklyn, what's up, man? What's up? He about to sail jets to the oil babies. Wait a minute, hold on. Break that down to me, sir. Break that down. That's a hot bar. He about to sail, and sail is spelled SALE, not SAIL. Sail jets to the oil babies. Who are the oil babies? Saudi Arabia. Oh, won't make your own jets. Do they not have the resources? Because we know they have the funds. Yeah. They have the funds. And the fact that they have the oil reserves and nationalized. I think they have it nationalized, the Saudis. They nationalized the oil reserves that were set up by the American and European counterparts. And that really is a very ugly thing. They had a hand in September 11th, 2001 attacks. What was it? 14 of the 19 hijackers, or 15 of the 19 hijackers were from Saudi Arabia. Yeah, they got the money. Obviously, they got the money, but Nigerian Christians. This seems so random. Oh, the Nigerian Christians. Got to get the Nigerian Christians. Why not the Nigerian Muslims? Why not the Nigerian atheists? Oh, the Nigerian Christians. Or the black Christians. The black Muslims. The black atheists. What about this country? This country, United States of America. Where's our self-esteem? Where's our understanding of our own selves? And care for our own needs and wants, and freeing up the economy, allowing for regulations and controls to be dropped, and companies to be unfettered by heinous laws like minimum wage and licensing laws. Okay, I got you. I don't rock with Africans, but I rock with Fela Kuti. Okay, Fela Kuti, one of the biggest artists of the 20th century. I think he died. I don't know how he died. I have to look that up. But yeah, Fela, yeah. Ha ha, Holly. Hello. Salute to Holly. Everybody say salute and hello to the lady in the room, Holly. Her name is there, so I always am hesitant to say somebody's last name. Holly Correnti. She's got the kid's got charisma. The kid's got it. She's got a little zesty thing. She's got zest. She's got chutzpah. And she's like, yeah, salute. I'm great. I feel great. I just had a mushroom and truffles pizza. And I'm feeling great. I just had some ginger beer with bitters. Gotta try it. If you haven't tried it, don't knock it. How are you, Holly? He died from not wrapping up his... Whoa. Did he die of HIV? Is that what you're saying? He died of the HIV? Is that what you're saying? Yes. Yeah, I'm not going to say that word because I'm a 37-year-old straight man. So I'm not going to say that D word you just said, but I'm going to say the full word, delicious. Yes, delicious. Yeah, I can't say that word. That would disqualify me from the straight man club at 37 years of age. Yes, you're a woman. Women can be zesty. Women are zesty. It's in your nature, and a lot of women's nature. Not every woman. I'm not gonna just broad stroke, but I said you got chutzpah, kid. You got chutzpah. Yes, the House in Virginia took him out. I think I know what you're talking about. I think I know what you're saying, Wizard. The House in Virginia. That's some coded language right there, I think. I think I know what you're saying. I think I know what you're saying. I think I have a clue as to what you're saying. Okay, who's this? Wizard. Yeah, the HIV. That's what I was saying. The HIV. The HIV did it. And that was that was some good coded language because I understood what you were saying. I understood exactly what you're saying. The HIV took him out. Wow. And there's a play. There's like a musical or something like that Jay-Z financed. Did you know that? I think Jay-Z produced or helped produce a Broadway show, a fella. If I'm not mistaken, I'm just running my mouth. I don't even know if I got my facts straight. Hold on. Let me make sure I know what I'm talking about. Jay-Z has a strong connection to Fela Kuti, notably through his production work on the Broadway musical Fela and his sampling of Kuti's music in his own songs such as Rock Boys. He has also expressed his admiration for Kuti, including him in a playlist about social injustice, including Kuti's music and the soundtrack for the Netflix movie The Harder They Fall, which was a pretty strong movie. I liked it pretty much for the most part. I will only answer you, Holly. But I wouldn't tell this to anybody else. But who we talking about? We're talking about Nicki Minaj at the United Nations backing Trump. So you would probably be happy with her. You would probably be like, you go, girl. You go. You do your thing. She's representing Trump's words about Nigerian Christians being persecuted, being run out of their homes, burned, killed, raped, churches being burned, but they have no data. There are no data, or there is no data. There is no data. There is no data. I didn't like her trying to start ish with Cardi B. Yeah, I think Cardi B might have moved up in the ranks for me too. She's a big winner. She is definitely a winner. Even though she backed Kamala Harris. Wizard says Nicki need rehab and therapy. And Nicki need a good divorce lawyer. Ooh, going hard in the paint. They have no data of these killings. Yes, exactly. They have no data of the killings or of the rapes or the burning of the churches or anything or persecution of any Nigerian Christians. They just don't have any facts or figures. That's the thing. That's what we're arguing. They don't have any geopolitical backing. Her husband is a creep. Yeah, and her brother is too. It's in the family. It's all in the family. Could she be a predator herself? Question marks. I don't know. Question marks. Oh, Black Cuddy in the building. Make sure you hit that donate button, Black Cuddy. I salute you, sir. Salute to Black Cuddy coming in, probably off a shift or something like that. A working man, a strong man in the community. Great guy. I never met him, but online he's a great guy. I know about the brother. Yeah, the brother he went to, I think he was in prison for like some time. Hold on, let me make sure I can back up my words. Jelani Mirage. Nicki Minaj's brother sentenced to 25 years for a child rape. Rape. Yeah. See, I get to educate Holly for once. Finally, one time I get to tell Holly something she didn't know. That's amazing. She usually educates my dumb ass. Is their real last name? It's Mirage. Maraj. Mirage. I'm looking it up right now. Hold on. Just give me a moment. Yeah, Maraj. Mirage. So She's a dunderhead. She's really not that bright. She tried to tone everything down. She's got the wig on. It looks crazy. I can see the roots. she's she's got the dark brown or black hair with the black dress. She's trying to be very accommodating and not toned down for her standards. She's very toned down for her standards. So she definitely has a way about her. And you can look at the story on Vocal. Just put in "Faith is under attack. Nicki Minaj spreads misleading information at the United Nations." I'm still looking for it. Hold on. Oh my god. All right. Here we go. I said this: with Nicki Minaj's newfound support for Donald Trump and his initiative to save Christian Nigerians, this recognizes the fact that she may be running for politics herself. With Marjorie Taylor Greene a sore spot for the president, Onika MINAJ may take up the mantle and go MAGA before anyone notices. Her sister Cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs as well. What's up with her, Wizard? What's going on with her? I don't know anything about her. I always thought that was a play on meanings. Yeah. You're right, Holly. Actually, she's just slow, dumb, dippy kind of chick. Thought she could make up, her idea of the menage a trois, idea, which literally just means house of three. That's all that means. It just literally means house of three, but the implication is a sexual one. Like the three of them are having sex together. That's what menage a trois means. Have you seen her sister interview? No. What's going on with her? You send me a link. Send me a link in my my email, Wizard. Please, thank you. Where is OT? Where is at? Well, personally, I don't want Nicki Minaj to be MAGA. I was gonna say, Holly, I don't know if you're gonna like it or not. I don't know if he was gonna if she's in part of your Zumba classes or anything. Wow, Sky, I didn't know Minaj was house. I thought it was Mason. No, my dumbass, I understood it was a house of three with three people living in a house. I could be wrong. I could be wrong. Trust me, I can be wrong. I'm gonna look that up right now. Household of three. It's a household of three. So it's a house or some kind of place of living for three. That's basically what it means. It's a phrase is a loan from French meaning household of three. Contemporary arrangements are sometimes identified as thruple, or triad, or triad. Wizard says, I wonder what Candace Owens thinks of Nicki Minaj backing Trump. I think she might hop on her bandwagon. She already did with Ye. She's buddy with Ye. I don't know if he's anymore since he apologized. He kissed the rings of the rabbi. I don't know. I don't know if that's the case anymore, but she was definitely hyping him up, saying the late Charlie Kirk would rap songs by Ye and stuff like that, and she would record him, and they would have a good time together and on that. She might hop on the Nicki Minaj bandwagon and ride this all the way out. It's possible. Holly said, Holly says, well, Candace doesn't like Trump, and I'm sure Candace can't possibly like Nicki Minaj. I didn't know that. See, again, Holly explaining things that I did not know. I did not know that Candace Owens did not like President Trump. I knew that she got fired. I think she was fired from Ben Shapiro's show for having some kind of backlash against something or other. But I'm not too sure about what exactly it was. She was Barbie with she was bestie with yeah, she was. No, she's not a Trumper. Yeah. You're telling facts, Holly. Thank you for coming in here. Seriously. Educating my dumb ass. Educating. I appreciate it. Appreciate it. But yeah, so these tired eyes of mine, I swear, I know I'm blinking like crazy. And the rebroadcast gonna be like this. But but yeah, so I'm gonna try my best to keep my eyes open, like it's a horror movie, and the guy's explaining the rest of the plot to you before the movie starts. Oh, but I wanted to say that the second half, I didn't even see the rest of it, but I saw the beginning of it, and Frankenstein is good. It is excellent. It is great movie making, great storytelling. It's great. It seems like it's like a 40s or 50s or kind of movie. Seemed like it was made in the 30s, 40s, or 50s. That's how that's how weird it is, but it's great. It's good weird. I'll talk about that, but if you guys want to talk about Nicki, we can talk about Nicki. But no, she is not a Trump. Okay, we love you. We love your face. We'll appreciate that. Don't worry about blinking. It's great, isn't it? I loved it. Yes. Okay, we can talk about it. You want to talk about Pac Wizard? I didn't see the video. I didn't see any. I have no information. If you want to talk about Pac, I'm gonna let you do your thing. You're a grown man. You want to talk about Pac? I can pick up where you left off. You said he was down 17 racks, or he was down to 17 racks, and he was talking about See, I remember in the video going like this with the money, just peeling off money rolls. If you want to come to Death Row Records, where we get money over here, like, that's all I remember Pac. But he probably had about $20,000 at that time, if that. How about the movie? Who produced it? I don't know who produced it. I think, I'll look it up right now. I think it's Guillermo del Toro. He was the producer. It is so good. The movie is really great. It should be hailed. It should win awards. It's a lot about epistemology. I mean, it's a huge word. I'm not trying to be fancy, but epistemology means just the nature of science, or the nature of reason, the nature or the science of reason. That's all epistemology, and that's what this movie really is. That's what's so great about it. It is excellent. And it came out on, let me see, when was it released? Wow, November 7th. Okay, so it was just a little over, what is it? 11 days ago. Just 11 days ago. But the producer, Guillermo del Toro, Miles Dale, Scott Stuber, Oscar Isaac is excellent. Mia Goth is excellent. She's great in this movie. It's really good. Really good. This is what the consensus on Rotten Tomatoes gives it 85%, and it says by the critics, finding the humanity in one of the cinema's most iconic monsters, Guillermo del Toro's Frankenstein is a lavish epic that gets its most invigorating votes from Jacob Elordi's standout performance. I like the script too. The script is pretty strong. Yeah, it was Guillermo del Toro and Stuber and his name J. Miles Dale. Yeah. All right. So we can do both. We're gonna do a little experiment. Talk about the movie. Talk about Pac at the same time. We're gonna do an experiment. Pac was underpaid and didn't know the value of money. I think he was top paid. He just didn't know the value of money. I think he was paid well. He was probably paid very well. He was probably worth up to about $5 or $10 million, but he didn't know what to do with it or how to handle it. Then me and my son watched a few episodes of his Cabinet of Curiosities on Netflix too. That's cute. That's cute. Did you ever see Pan's Labyrinth? I did not, but I had the DVD. I had the Blu-ray DVD. And I did not see all of it. I saw like the first half, like this movie. I didn't even see the rest of it. But I will finish it probably tonight. Or at least tomorrow, something like that. Because I like to watch on the big screen. Yeah, it's great. It's really good and really creepy. Ooh. Yeah, Pan's Labyrinth. And he had like the hand with the eye. Am I right? Am I right? Didn't he have the hand with the eye? Am I going crazy, Holly? What am I saying? I could have sworn there was a hand. Yes, yeah. See, I told you. I know what I'm saying, but sometimes I'm like, am I sure? Like, I have to make confirmation. See, Holly's my confirmation. She lets me know. She lets my dumbass know. Yes, you're right, dummy. No, dummy, you're not right. You got it all wrong. She doesn't put it in those kind of ways because she's a polite, gentle woman. She's a lady, so she doesn't say it like that. But she wants to. She wants to reach across the screen and shake me, I'm sure. But yeah, so Pac, I'm gonna talk about Pac for right now, and then I'm gonna go back to the movie. Pac had hits, and I don't know who owns his catalog. His mom is not there. His dad somewhere. He's still alive, I think, but I don't think he has any ties to his fortune. Somebody's making bank off of him though. There's this guy that I think I saw in 60 Minutes. He's like the cemetery accountant. Like he has all the accounts for Elvis, the Beatles, Marilyn Monroe, just all these big name celebrities. He maintains the accounts for all these dead celebrities. So that was pretty interesting to me. Pac just didn't know what to do with the money. That's why, Jay-Z is like that unicorn. Jay-Z is a super unicorn. He is an ultimate unicorn. He is a multi-billionaire with great talent. Not just like some knockoff, he's good because he's rich. He's rich because he's good. He's great. He's excellent. Not just, push up on, Jay-Z's fortune, but I'm just saying. It's a fact. I'm not just saying. I was just listening to his songs earlier today. I'm like, this guy, he really has it. And his catalog is strong. He has a strong catalog, and he has, what I understand is most of, if not all, the masters to his recordings. If I'm not mistaken, I could be mistaken, but like Taylor Swift, if anybody remembers, she was in the process of buying back all her or re-recording all her songs so that she could get her money back. But then they finally just settled, and she got like $300 million or something like that. It was crazy, but she's either, I think she's a billionaire now. I'm pretty sure she's a billionaire right now. Pretty sure she is. But Pac, no, Pac didn't have the capabilities, the mindset, the thought process to really mine, his riches, to safeguard his riches, safeguard his fortune. And that's really sad. I might delve into that tomorrow. There's a good chance once I watch, the video you sent, Wiz, if you're still there, Wiz, I don't even know if you're in here anymore. Is Holly still in here anymore? I'm not sure. Whoever I'm talking to, there's 2 people in here. I don't know who the 2 people are, but that's fine too. I'm going to talk about Frankenstein. Frankenstein is awesome. I am like waiting on like every breath. Okay, Holly's still here, cool. But I'm just thinking about Mary Shelley. Mary Shelley, as the story goes, woke up from a dream and said, "You know what? I should write a story." I think one of the, if not the greatest stories of all time, Frankenstein. I think it is the greatest, just overall story ever. It almost, I think it was one of the catalysts, or the beginnings of science fiction. She wrote the first science fiction book, allegedly, and it was all based off of a dream. But it's based off of what we all think of, right? Well, at least I think of death. You think of death, you think of life. You think, oh my God, I'm gonna die. But then you're like, wait a minute, I still have time to live. I can pursue my virtues and pursue my values based on my virtues. That's great. How far did you get in this one? I got to the part where they're just building the laboratory. They're just building the laboratory. That's how far I got. I never knew it was awakened from a dream. Yeah, lots of music written like that. Yeah, that's true. You would know. You would know, Holly. You would know about music. Yeah. So she woke up from a dream, and she just sat down, and it was called Frankenstein: The Modern Prometheus. That was the full title of the book, and she just kept on jotting down ideas and thoughts, and it all coalesced into this one idea. I mean, that's just amazing. It's just amazing, and I think it's the most important. If not the best, it's the most important, because like virtually nobody before, nobody since, they might have had ghosts. They might have had, there might have been walkers. I'm not going to say the Z word, but there might have been walkers. But there may have been something like that. But this is the first one where you could actually think for your mind, saying, could this really happen? Could somebody like take the body parts and put electrodes in, and have somebody actually stand up and as a full monster, or it just tripped me out. Billy Joel in the Middle of the Night was written the exact way. Oh my gosh, that's awesome. I love that song, by the way. My dad used to play that song on back when VH1 used to play videos too. MTV used to play videos. VH1 used to play like adult, like 30 plus. If it was MTV, it was like 13 to 28 or something like that. But VH1 was a little bit older, more sophisticated. It was like 30 plus year old people. But in the middle of the night. I go walking in my sleep. That's the cut. I don't care. I know I can't sing, but that's the cut. I love that song. MTV is dead and gone. No, MTV is still alive. Thanks to what's his name? Rob Deirdrick and Ridiculousness. Have you paid attention to that? Ridiculous gets played over like 12 times in a row or something like that. It's crazy. Yeah, it does sound, it has those elements to it. The yeah, it does. It does sound very, very Lion King-esque. You're right, Holly. Holly says even the elderly veterans like ridiculousness. Yeah, I was just watching the Eddie Murphy special, his documentary. I was just watching his documentary, and he said he just watches clips of wow, that's crazy. But he just makes it makes it known that he watches clips of ridiculousness. I think that's awesome. NTV is gone based on it being no videos anymore. Yeah, well it's a business move. They know what they're doing. They know if they showed True Life, if they showed Cribs, if they showed Pimp My Ride, if they showed what is just music based, like music focused content, they lose. Vivo, YouTube, hello, TikTok. Nobody, it's all on the internet. And MTV is just waiting to see if what they can do beyond because ridiculousness. What is ridiculousness? All internet videos. It's crazy. Did you see they have a Real Wives of Rhode Island coming? Oh man, wow. You might know somebody. How they gonna know somebody on TV? Be like, that broad ain't nothing. You know, she might say, she be like, man, she don't need to be on TV. Never forget, they tried to ban Michael Jackson video that turned it around and dropped the bag on Thriller. Facts. This is when they interviewed oh my God, David Bowie. That he said, well, why don't you have too many black acts on MTV? And then the guy said, well, there's a consensus in Indiana that wouldn't really, be ready for a black artist to be on the. That was like extremely racist statement and ironic at the same time because the music that these people are playing is black music. Like rock and roll is black. Like that's cute if you want to say, oh, that's just white boy music. No, that's black music being played by white people. That's a fact. And that's what makes it ironic. But yeah, they dropped that bag, and Thriller, that blew the hinges off of everything because he wanted the mini movie. He didn't call them music videos. Mike Jack called them short films. Okay, wait a minute. They're very rich. David Bowie was down for the cause. Yeah, he was real. David Bowie, who later married a black woman and said that. No. He didn't say, he was the one that questioned. He questioned the interviewer for MTV affiliated with MTV. I know he married Iman, but he said David Bowie asked, "Why don't you have too many blacks on MTV?" And the guy said, "Well, there's people in Indiana that wouldn't like to see black people on the video screen." And he was just like, "Very interesting. Oh, okay, great. That's interesting." He completely egged him after that. He wasn't even like focused on any of his questions because that was just like a blatantly racist statement. She's like, "Oh, yeah." I didn't explain that well. I don't think. I thought it was the other way around. Yeah, I don't think I explained that well. Call me Nicki Stardust. Salute to Bumba. I see you here. I see you. Lame. Now I see you, Bumba. I didn't see you before. I see you now, Bumba. Salute to you, sir. Salute to you. Holly's laughing at my dumb ass, y'all. I don't, sometimes she just be like, this fool. We need a David Bowie biopic. Yeah, that would be awesome. Fame. Don't get your number. My favorite song from David Bowie is Their Life on Mars. I think that's my favorite David Bowie song. Whenever I hear that song, I think of the movie by Wes Anderson, my favorite film director, The Life Aquatic, and I just reminisce about the first time I watched that movie, and that's a really cool story too. Let me tell you that. Let me break that down for you for a second. He wrote that story with just like his friend, his buddy, Noah Baumbach, and this was so great about DVDs and why the culture of DVDs needs to stay alive. It's kind of like vinyl. Vinyl is strong and it's stronger than, sometimes streams in some circumstances. But anyway, The DVD I was listening to, they were in a restaurant in Italy. And they're talking about, the movie itself. They're talking about, how they wrote it and everything. I thought it was the coolest thing ever. It's what makes me want to be a director. One of these days, when I'm like 70 years old, I'll have my first song. I'll go up there like, let me tell you how to direct. Yeah, let me show you a little something. Oh my God, hold on. Bohemian Rhapsody was the last biopic. Yeah, hold on. That might be true. I can't think of anybody else. Oh no. Bob Dylan. Bob Dylan was the last biopic, sir. Correction, wizard. I corrected you. Check. You're in check right now. Bob Dylan and Bruce Springsteen. Bob Dylan and Bruce Springsteen, sir. What are you talking about? Did you ever hear it on American Horror Story? No, I did not, but I need to watch American Horror Story. I heard that's really good. I just been missing seasons. Bumba, do you think he had that Magic Johnson? And I don't like Bohemian Rhapsody. He gave Wizard that big black star pause. I'm saying the last good one I haven't watched. Oh, okay. You haven't watched Bob Dylan yet. Or Bruce Springsteen. I haven't watched Bruce Springsteen. I thought you were just saying in general, because I think there was even more. But just great, biopics of musicians. Straight Outta Compton. Straight Outta Compton really surprised me. The acting level, the directing, the writing, everything was really good. I thought it was going to be like, oh, there's another hip-hop movie. They're just going to string it together. Should have been on BET. I was hating before it came out. Then I watched it and I was like, all right, this is good. This is actually really good. I actually liked it. I don't know. Maybe the Springsteen biopic was a flop, but I don't believe in flops. I don't care about flops. Source YouTube. Oh, I can't. If I click on that, it will go away. I'm on the mobile, so it will go away. But send that to my I always forget it. What is it? Because I don't use it that much. My email, Holly. Springsteen's supposedly boring. But send that to my email, the YouTube link, please. I appreciate it. That's the American Horror Story clip. Okay. I'll check it out. Just send it to, if you remember my email, it's just scholarsaunders@gmail.com. It's my name at gmail.com. Just real simple. Boma says the Joy Division Ian Curtis one was pretty good, but barely anyone's seen it. Yeah, that's the sad thing. Look how many things came out that flopped when they first started. The Wizard of Oz. The Wizard of Oz flopped when it first came out. It didn't gain momentum and steam and popularity and notoriety and its place in greatness until it came out on TV. And that was in black and white. So they got to see the black and white, Munchkin Land. Could you imagine Munchkin Land in black and white? Well, that's what it was in television in the 50s. Then in the 60s and 70s and 80s, people started getting color TVs. They started seeing the color TV and they said, wow, wait a minute, look at this movie. This is great. This is the Wizard of Oz. She turns from black and white or sepia to full color. This is crazy. And it just blew up. And it's one of the most watched movies of all time. But it came out, it was a flop. Another movie, what was it called? The Shining. The Shining was a flop. It was actually Jack Nicholson, you can technically say won a Razzie for his role in The Shining. And that movie is a classic. It is a classic in horror. It's one of the best made horror movies of all time because it's not really scary. It's extremely eerie and creepy. It just has a feel to it like this isn't right. Like, remember the scene with the man dressed in the furry suit, and then they just look at him like that's just you knew what was going on there, but you really didn't want to know. Like, it was crazy. It was crazy. I just sent it to your email. Thank you, Holly. I appreciate that. Wizard says, unpopular opinion. I think All Eyes on Me movie could have been better with a different director, and if the actor went to acting school. True, I didn't think the acting was very great in that, and the direction or the writing, and nothing in All Eyes on Me really popped out for me. I was just the fact that he really looked like Pac. I think the people were like, man, he looked like Pac. Don't he? Don't he look like Pac? Yeah, he looked like Pac. Wizard said they had Dorothy smoking 80 cigarettes a day on a set. Oh my god. I have to get that factual. Let's make sure that's allegedly. Let's say that's allegedly. A small person that didn't happen. That's false. It's a myth. He did not hang himself. You can see him hanging in the background. No, that's not true. That's a myth. That really didn't happen. Sid and Nancy was pretty good. I need to still see Sid and Nancy. Really? The Shining? Yes, Holly. The Shining. Yep. Nope. That Dorothy thing is very. So now I have to go to the. Let's settle this the internet way. Let's settle this the internet way. Hold on. Did a Munchkin commit suicide? No, a Munchkin did not commit suicide on the set of The Wizard of Oz. This is a persistent urban legend that has been debunked. The figure seen in the background of the forest scene is a large bird, specifically an African gray crowned crane, that was on loan from the Los Angeles Zoo. The myth gained traction when the film was released on VHS, and the grainy footage was misinterpreted as a person hanging himself. So that's what people go to. They're like, that's not a bird. That's a guy committing suicide. Or, deleting himself. I'm saying the word. Deleting himself. You gotta be careful. You gotta use all these catchwords now. They effed up. Okay, Holly's got the filthy language. She's got the poo-poo mouth. they effed up Judy Garland big time. Yeah, big time. Yeah. No, the Dorothy smoking 80 cigarettes. Yeah, I know. We're talking about Dorothy. Yeah, I got you. Judy Garland, I know. Yeah, I'm going to go with a small person deleting himself in the background there. You can if you want to, but it's totally been debunked. And Holly, you're exactly right. Judy Garland lived a hard life. She died like at 52. How old was she? Judy Garland. She was 47. She wasn't even 50. She was 47 when she died. She had a hard life. The glamour and the glitz and everything shiny and nice and new. She had a hard life. Very hard life. He's listening to Gravediggers. That's so sad. Yeah, it is really sad. What was her cause of death? I'm gonna look it up right now. I think it was it was in cause of death was an incautious self overdosage of barbiturates. So she OD. But what is an OD? Was that deletion? Did she delete herself? I don't know. Was that deletion? I don't know. Yeah. What was her? Hollywood destroyed her. I don't know. I would just say she had a hard life. I don't want to blame Hollywood. A lot of people say Hollywood. Oh, it's a terrible business. Every business is terrible. Every human endeavor is horrible. And it's like Dr. Leonard Peikoff said. Life isn't an ongoing orgasm. It's gonna be rough. It's gonna be tough. But you have to have the sense of weather versus climate. You have to have the sense of your climate being consistently happy, but you're going to have periods where your weather is going to be stormy. Unfortunately for her, her climate was stormy, and she may have had brief moments of weather, of clear days or, stable conditions, whatever the case may be. Y'all are going really fast. Hold on. Body shut down. Oh wow, I think accidentally. Did they delete her? Ooh, that's a good question. My guess, no blame. No blame Hollywood, Skylar. Okay. I can't blame Hollywood, Holly. And it's in your name. Holly is destined for Hollywood. I don't care what nobody says. What do you guys prefer, the Wiz or the Wizard? Oh, don't do that. Don't do. We're not doing that tonight. Nope, nope, nope. We don't have enough time. We don't have enough time. Sorry. We're not going Wiz versus Wizard of Oz tonight. Nope. LMAO, hate them both. I don't like either. But Hollywood Def killed Judy Carlin. Holly Weird is creepy. Yep, I agree, Bumble. Holly says, yeah. I mean, look at. I mean, I would say you just have to be a strong person. You just have to be strong. I think Judy was strong, but she couldn't make it click. There were some people that lasted decades. Like, she had mental illness, but Joan Crawford, she lasted long after. What was she? Hold on, let me see when she died. Joan Crawford had serious issues. I'm gonna see Joan Crawford. No wire hangers. I'm gonna see how old she was. She was okay. This is weird. They're not sure of her birth or her death. Okay. Her death was. She could have been 69 to 73. She was either born 1904 through 1908. So she was 69 or 73, which was pretty much the average. You know, for deaths, like late 60s to the late 70s, around that time she died in 1977. That was a pretty good run. If you're like 60 in your late 60s, early 70s, you had a good run. Oh my gosh, y'all are saying a lot. Oh no. It's even worse now with social media. Yeah, you're right. And you have to be strong. You have to be strong. That's what I'm saying. You have to be like the hater. The hatred of the world can't, hurt you if you know about the hatred. I don't think people know about hatred that much. Objective hate at that. If you get famous at 12 or 14, how can you be strong? You get people around you that are strong. I mean, look at Shad Moss. Look at Bow Wow. Look what happened to him. Who took his money? He had money. He sold platinum. He sold records. Where'd that money go? Into a mansion, some cars, some jewelry. He had the iced out Mickey Mouse on his neck. Anybody remember that? I'm old. That's going way back. The iced out Mickey Mouse. But where's his money now? He's doing films. He's got the wave caps or something like that. I'm like, it's not the same. Wizard says, I'm going to go with the Wiz. Oh, see, you can go with it. I'm not going to argue with you. But I think I would have been better. It would have been better without Diana Ross as the lead. Kind of disagree with you. But Shirley Temple was loved. Okay. I agree. I hate Diana Ross. That's Holly. It's a hard knock life. Yeah. They said bow out. Wait, what is it? They said bow or our mother was saving his money, but I think Bow Wow mother was saving his money, but I think he blew it. Yeah, I think that's true. Bow Wow's still trying. Yeah, that's the sad truth. That's the sad truth. Trust nobody, especially in the industry. Yes. Don't trust your accountants. Don't trust your lawyers. You can't even trust the people that you're supposed to trust. Have accountants for your accountants and lawyers for your lawyers. You have to double up. That's why you have to make so much money. That's why people are, making commercials and selling tequila and hair products and stuff like that and facial creams because they got to get paid. That's like the gig economy for famous people. Commercials and facial creams and infomercials and stuff like that. That's their gig economy. I don't like Diana Ross or her daughter Tracy. My dad doesn't like Tracy Ellis Ross. Me either, Holly says. Not even family. That's true. Don't even trust your family. Don't even trust your own mother. They put makeup and filters on Tracy It says she looks good for her age, which is BS. She looks old. But that booty though. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not really a butt guy anyway. I'm more of a breast guy, but that's just me. But you know, they said she's got a posterior that is superior. Let's say that. They try so hard to make her sexy, but she isn't. I think that's true, Holly. We may have to agree on something. Is that dangerous? That we agree on something, Holly? But hey, it's been an hour and 10 minutes, and I have to take my good drugs. So I appreciate everybody that came in. I can't name you all, but you know who you are. Thank you for making this moment possible. Make it special. So I will be signing off and letting you know that you can see me probably tomorrow. I'm putting in the work. So I appreciate you all, and have a great tomorrow yourself. Take care.